Hey there, I'm Jamie with SavorySaver. I share gluten-free recipes, tips, tricks, and resources to make your gluten-free lifestyle easier. And today we're going to do some baking, and we're going to cheat a little bit. We're going to take a gluten-free yellow cake mix and turn it into a chocolate chip Bundt cake. We're going to use the cake mix and some instant pudding and a few other ingredients, and we're going to have ourselves a nice chocolate chip cake that everyone can enjoy. Let's get started. Okay guys, to start, the first thing we want to do is we want to preheat our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So we've got that preheating now, and the next thing we want to do is we want to grease and flour our Bundt pan. So I'm going to spray it down. We want our cake to release out of it nicely. And then I'm going to use a little bit of rice flour to coat it, since we can't use regular flour. So, I don't know, maybe about a tablespoon. So we'll put that in there and see if it's enough. So you want to shake your pan all around, get everything coated. All right, we've got a little bit left in there, and we're just going to dump it in our bowl because there's rice flour in our mix, so that little bit is not going to throw off our recipe. So we'll put our Bundt pan off to the side. Now we'll start making our cake mix. So we want to start by putting our cake mix in the bowl. This is from Aldi. This is Live Tea Free. They run about $2 a box in my store. So it's a good economical way to have some gluten-free cake, since that's not much more than a cake mix with gluten in it. We're also going to add 1 box of instant chocolate pudding, and that's whatever kind of chocolate pudding you like. I guess if you wanted to, you could switch it up and add vanilla if you had that instead. We'll add that. And then I'm going to give it a quick blend just to get everything mixed, the dry stuff together, because everything else is liquid. Just give it a quick mix in. Now that it's all mixed, we want to add our wet ingredients. So we're going to add half a cup of milk, half a cup of oil, and this is just canola oil. You could use vegetable oil if you wanted to, or grapeseed. We're going to add 4 eggs. Next, we're going to add 1 cup of sour cream, and I'm using light sour cream because that's what I had. You could probably also use yogurt. If you wanted to use yogurt, that would probably work. Now we want to get this all blended, so we're going to start it off on low so we don't spray stuff everywhere, and break up those eggs a little bit. And once everything starts to blend, we're going to bump it up to, probably medium or so. And we're going to beat it for 3 minutes, scraping down the bowl as needed. Okay guys, we have been blending that for 3 minutes. Everything's mixed up really well. So now we need to add our chocolate chips. So I've got 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. We'll put those in there and fold them in. Get our pan. Just spread it in there as evenly as you can. Okay, y'all, the Bundt cake mix is all put together. We're now gonna pop this in that 350-degree oven that we've preheated. We wanna cook it for about 45 minutes or so. You wanna test it at 45 minutes and make sure it comes out with a toothpick and make sure it comes out clean. If you have one of those bamboo skewers, that would actually work better because this is gonna be a deep cake. And once the cake is cooked through, we wanna take it out of the oven, let it set for 10 minutes, and then we'll turn it out on a cooling rack and cool it for about an hour or so until it's cool. So we're gonna do that and we will come back and test it. Okay guys, our cake baked for 45 to 50 minutes. Mine took about 50 minutes. So I put a skewer in it and I didn't think it was quite done, so I put it in for another 5 and then took it out of the oven. I let it stay in the pan for 10 minutes and then I put it onto this cooling rack and let it cool for an hour before I sliced into it. So as you can still see that rice flour on the outside some, but that's not a problem. We can either cover it with powdered sugar or leave it as it is, but it did keep it from sticking in the pan. Here's a slice of that cake. You can see the melted chocolate chips in it. It's got a rich, dark chocolate color. If you want to sweeten it up a little bit, you can put a little bit of powdered sugar on it. I'll just give it a little bit of pop if you're taking it somewhere. So let's give it a taste. So it's got a nice chocolatey taste. You can taste those chocolate chips in there. You could probably, I think we put it in a cup, but you could actually probably add a little bit more if you wanted to. It's nice and it's a tender cake. I can't tell that it's gluten-free. I can't taste that gritty rice taste that you get sometimes. It's got plenty of chocolate taste. I think that pudding really made a difference in adding that chocolate to it. Plus it gave it, more sweetness, a little bit of milk powder in that. So of course that helped with the baking. Guys, I hope you give this recipe a try. If you do, be sure to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought. Maybe you have a better idea than rice flour for your Bundt pans when you're greasing and flouring, so leave that down below on what you like to use. I appreciate you watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.